So self-confidence has been a very trending topic this past few months for some reason. People are struggling with self-confidence, and I'm sure social media doesn't really help because people are seeing other people and it looks like other people are better than you, and people are fighting all these internal battles about self-confidence. And I'm going to tell you guys one thing. One thing about me is that I'm a very confident person. People that know me in real life know that I'm a very confident person. But I wasn't always this way. I had my own battles that I had to overcome to become this person. So in this video, I will talk about my journey and how I became confident and the kind of things I did to kind of overcome what my challenges were. In case you're struggling with self-confidence, I want to become more confident, I suggest you stick around and watch this video, okay? In case it's the first time you've seen my face and my content, hi, my name is Sky. Welcome to my channel. Over here, I talk about minimalist lifestyle, creativity, and productivity. Everything is minimal, chill, and easy over here. So if you like the vibe, you like what you're seeing, you like what you're feeling, please consider subscribing. So if you've seen my other videos, you might or might not have spotted it, but I am a stutterer. I have a stutter. I've always had a stutter. I was born with a stutter. I grew up stuttering. And if you're someone who has any form of speech impediment or any impediment at all, you know how much of a toll it can take on you when you're young. Not being able to speak or walk or do how other people are doing can take a toll on your confidence. You begin to not feel really at ease among your peers, and it takes a toll on how you relate and how you socialize. And that was me. I was this kid who had this very crazy stutter, and for some reason that kind of made me very quiet. I just couldn't speak. I didn't used to speak much, so I was a quiet kid in that sense. I kind of found my voice over time and fought my way through the stutter. I'm still fighting. If you have a stutter, then you know that it doesn't really go away, just that over time you find ways to cope, you find ways to communicate and to, you know, have people understand what you're saying. But I still struggle, you guys. I still struggle. It's still ongoing, but I found a way to kind of break through that mental struggle to, you know, open my mouth and speak if I want to speak, regardless of if I stutter or not. I first used to feel like, why can't I speak? When I get angry or excited or get emotional, my stutter becomes really, really worse. Or if I'm stressed or hot or just uncomfortable, then it becomes really, really bad. And having that mindset that, you know what, I'm tired of not speaking, I'm tired of not saying my mind, I will speak my mind. I have a right to be here. I have a right to speak. I have a right to speak among my peers. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid just because I can't speak. I had to do that mind work to tell myself that yes, speech impediment or not, my voice is valid and I must be heard. So you must do that mind work first of all. The next step that you have to take is to believe your own hype. You guys, I said it on the channel before, I think some videos back. I believe my own hype. I believe that there's nobody who's better than me. And this is not just me saying it just to be, you know, just to be conceited or whatever, but I really, really believe that nobody's better than me. I don't believe any single human being on this world is a better human being or a more valuable person than I am. Like, you might have more material wealth than me and be richer or whatever, and having money is good, don't get me wrong, but whether or not I have material wealth, I really don't believe somebody else is better than me. And that's fact. You have to believe your own hype. You have to believe that you're valuable as a person. You have to believe that impediment or not, disability or not, lack of self-confidence or not, shyness or not, whatever it is that's your issue, you have to believe that you are valuable and nobody's better than you. And that's fact. Nobody is better than me in this world. Even Beyonce. And then you have to know yourself. You guys, I don't know if it's age or time that has passed, but I had to come to a point where I came to know myself. Ideally, you should know yourself better than anybody can know you. Don't be that person who, there'll be somebody who will say, I know you more than you know yourself. I really, really think that you should know yourself and master yourself the best. Even though, yes, we all change and evolve over time, but at every stage in your life, I feel like you should know yourself the best. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know your fears. These three things I feel is very, very important for you to know. Know who you are. Know from the physical what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. Are you a tall person? Do you have looks? What features of your body is fine or not fine? Do you have issues with hygiene? Do you have issues? Whatever it is that your issue or your weakness is or your strength is or even your fears in life, master them and know them very, very well. This is going to help you, gain self-mastery so that other people don't tell you who you are and other people don't place what their own idea of value is on you. So if you know yourself and know what, where you have lack, where you have strength, if you know all of these things about yourself, I feel like it goes a long way in helping you be self-confident. Because what can anybody tell you really? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. When it comes to emotional and mental, it's the same thing. You need to know what your triggers are. You need to understand where your strengths lie. Are you somebody who is caring? Are you somebody who is avoidant? Are you somebody who is confrontational? Are you somebody? So all of these details about yourself, there are lots of tests and resources here online, even here on YouTube, that can help you on this journey. It is a journey. It's not one day. It's not like instantaneous. It takes time and work. But if you want to be self-confident, you must do this work to know yourself very, very well. After knowing yourself, you need to know your onions. What this means is that you need to become a very skilled individual. In my experience, even when I was working 9 to 5 and even now as an entrepreneur, a few people that people consider confident or people who come across as confident, for the most part, they have some sort of backing. When you are proud of yourself, you need to have something to back it up. Otherwise, when people come close, they see that there's nothing behind or beneath you and they can lose respect for you. So you need to become skilled. If there's any job you're doing or any area of life where you have some sort of an occupation, become very, very skilled. It pays for you to know things and not be an empty head, right? People respect people who are knowledgeable, people who know stuff, and people who know their onions. So don't be that person who, among your peers, you just don't know anything. You don't know social stuff, you don't know history, you don't know math, you don't know chemistry, you don't know, trivia, you don't know anything really. There are people that just go about being empty-headed, and I feel like that doesn't help you in case you're struggling with self-confidence. So become very skilled, learn a skill, learn a trade, learn some art, learn something, be somebody that is highly skilled and knowledgeable as best as you can. Next to being skilled is being competent. It will help your self-confidence if you're a very competent person. I think I spoke about this when I did my series about how to succeed in the workplace. I'll link the video up here so you can see it. But being very competent will go a long way in making you feel self-confident. I, for one, when I used to work or like in the office or even among my peers, I know that if you put me in the room or give me a task, I will be able to execute it well enough. This is something that helps boost my self-confidence. You need to become very skilled and you must be competent enough such that when you know that when they call upon you to do something or speak or execute some task, you are able to do so effortlessly with very little mistakes. So become competent in whatever area you find yourself, be it social, academic, work, whatever. Be a competent person. It's going to help your self-confidence and help other people also respect you. This next tip is very important and it's a little external, and that means your friends and family and people that you hang around. There are people who just take joy in putting other people down. They will never speak good of you. They will never speak good to you. If they say anything good about you or from you, they'll badmouth it for whatever reason. The people are just like that. Try and avoid being around those people if you can help it. I know that sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes they're your family members or your friends or your colleagues or people that you just can't avoid. But as much as you can, don't intentionally put yourself around people who will speak down to you. Even if they don't speak down to you specifically, if they're kind of people who speak down on other people, try and avoid them. They're just bad vibes. They'll rub off on you eventually and make you see yourself in a bad light, regardless of how good or amazing you are. Just avoid those kind of people. Avoiding people who speak down on you is, I think, easier than you yourself not speaking down on your own self. There are people that just speak down on themselves. I hear them use derogatory words on themselves. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I'm a dumb ass. I'm so fucked up. I'm so stupid. I feel like if you're struggling with self-confidence, one very easy trick that you can do today is to stop using bad words on yourself. I had a moment in my life, or I have moments in my life where I struggle mentally with some sort of a depressive state or depressive sessions. And one of the worst, or let me say the lowest points of my life, or one of the lowest points in those period or those seasons would be when I would speak ill of myself. I would speak harshly to myself or call myself bad names. Other people don't hear me, but I say it to myself and it feels horrible. I feel like other people can say whatever they want to you and it will only affect you as much as you want it to affect you. But when you speak badly about yourself or you speak badly to yourself or use bad words on yourself, I feel like it's the number one killer of self-confidence. You need to not speak badly of yourself. If you do make a mistake, yes, it's a mistake. Acknowledge that mistake and end it there. Don't write off your own self or use, dismissive words or judgmental words on yourself just because you made a mistake. So you made a mistake, you made a mistake. That's it. It's just a mistake. That's not who you are. That's not the summation of who you are. You can make a mistake or even take a bad decision or take bad actions. That doesn't mean that that's who you are as a whole. So learn to speak to yourself kindly, learn to speak to yourself positively, and use only positive words on yourself regardless of what's happening. The next thing you can do is a very active but very powerful thing, and that's to learn how to speak. You guys, the people that people think they are very confident, I find that there are people who are eloquent, who can speak properly. It doesn't matter if you can speak English or not, whatever language you're speaking in, learning how to speak in an elegant and eloquent manner helps you appear way more confident. It helps you even feel confident on the inside because you're sure that you can speak and speak well, and other people will hear you and get what you're saying. This kind of helped me overcome, or let me say manage, my stutter. I just felt like I learned how to speak English properly, Igbo properly, Pidgin English properly, like any language that I'm speaking. I learned how to speak properly, use proper tenses, learn the grammar, even my voice. I have a deep, rough kind of voice, but when I want to speak or appear extra confident, I kind of learned how to modulate my voice and my tone and how to use my language properly. This will go a long way making you feel confident. You can speak to anybody and you know that you are not going to stutter or falter. This will help you a great deal. Apart from practicing how to speak, you also have to practice good posture. It's true, how you sit, how you stand, how you walk, how your body, your head, your neck, your shoulders are placed while you're moving. This kind of helps you feel more confident and, appear even more confident to other people. When it comes to walking, you guys have to be a little bit of a tomboy, growing up. So I had this very rough, quick way of walking, and I had to learn that it didn't come across so well or so great for me. So learning how to walk in a way that is measured, in a way that's a little elegant, man or woman, tall or short, regardless of who you are, learning how to walk in a way that is, that carries your body and carries yourself very well helps you appear more confident, and you also feel more confident for some reason. Another practical thing you can do to become more self-confident is to dress well. I know this might sound like a frivolous thing, but it's true. If you look well dressed, and if you're well dressed and well put together, it makes you feel more confident and makes you appear even more put together to other people. It's very important. Learn how to dress, you guys. This doesn't have anything to do with the cost of what you're wearing, or if you're wearing designer items. Whatever it is that you have to wear, make sure it's clean, make sure it's well together. Don't wear torn clothes, don't wear clothes that rumple. At the very least, try and steam them. Make sure you don't have rumples and wrinkles all over the place, and make sure they're well put together. Dress for your body type, dress for the occasion. Don't be that weirdo who come to like a corporate event dressed shabbily, or going to church dressed in a way that is funny. So dress for the occasion and dress for your body and wear decent clothes. After you've mastered basic styling, if you can take up your styling a notch by finding or developing a personal style. There are tons of resources here on the internet, YouTube, and even on Instagram and Pinterest, I think, that can help you develop your personal style, whatever your preference is, whatever the kind of clothes you love to wear. There are ways to put them together in a way that will be cohesive and unique to you. Having a personal style just kind of makes you stand out even more from the crowd, and you feel like you're special and you're unique and you stand out more, and it just helps your confidence overall. The next practical thing you can do is to look people in their eye. I know people are shy and they struggle with looking people in the eye, but I promise you, when you look people in the eye, the more you practice looking people in the eye, when you speak to them, when you walk into the room, when you address them, it just makes you feel like you're in control. It makes them take you to be in control. And believe it or not, people feel like sometimes other people that you're looking at, they are more confident than you or better than you. They are all struggling. Everyone is struggling with something or the other. People have different insecurities that you can't even see. So don't think you're the only person who's struggling with something. Look at people in the eye. When you shake them, when you talk to them, when you address them, look them in their eye to eye. It makes you feel and look like you know what you're doing, you know what you're saying, you're confident, you have to be respected, and they'll take you more seriously, and you take yourself even more seriously, and you find that they're the ones that are even putting their eyes away or something like that. So don't walk into a room shuffling around, looking at the ground, acting like you're unsure of whether you should be there, slouching. Walk straight, talk to people directly, speak to them in a strong, confident voice, in a clear voice, and look them in the eye. One thing that helped me go from a quiet, mumbling stutterer to this woman here who is speaking to you is to learn to speak up more. Like I said, I was a very quiet kid who would mumble or be unsure or even afraid of stumbling over my words. Right now, you guys, I speak. If I stutter, I stutter. That's fine. Nobody's going to beat me up. If you're someone who struggles from self-confidence and you feel like, we are not taken as confident or as seriously, learn to speak up more. Say your mind respectfully, but say your mind. Practicing and speaking more often will just make your voice clearer, make your speech clearer, make your voice stronger, make you more confident with being noticed, it will make you more confident, taking your place in society, taking your place in the room and feeling like you belong there. Please don't forget, it takes time, it takes practice, it takes patience, it takes grace. So give yourself all the grace that you need. Don't think anybody is better than you or anybody is special than you. You have the right to be here. They don't have two heads. Literally, all of us will have one head. So you have the right to speak up. You have the right to be present and take up space as much as the next person. Okay, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of this content. If you have other tips for self-confidence, I'll be happy to hear from you. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe in case you haven't. I'm going to see you in my next video, okay? Bye.